Welcome to Really Old Movies. I'm your host, Harrison Scullin. Today I'll be reviewing and discussing a film starring Bing Crosby, the Christmas classic White Christmas. Alright, so White Christmas is a first time watch for me, and this is also the first Christmas movie I'll be reviewing for the month of December. So I'll be discussing the plot, acting, directing, cinematography or special effects, and the music for the movie White Christmas from 1954. So to start off with the plot, I gave it a 3 out of 5, and the reason being, the plot is kind of all over the place and is not the main focus of the movie. You could definitely tell they were putting more effort into the set design and the music than the actual plot itself, kind of like Singing in the Rain. You don't really remember the plot, you remember the set designs and the music. So that's why I gave it a 3 out of 5. It's not a terrible plot, but don't expect a coherent or straightforward story. It's kind of all over the place. Acting-wise, I gave it a 4.5 out of 5. I love the acting of Bing Crosby and the connection he has with Rosemary Clooney in this movie. They have a real funny banter and romance. I also love the connection Bing Crosby has with Danny Kaye. I think they're really, really funny together. Love the fact that they are war buddies, the characters in this movie, and how Danny Kaye keeps using his injury during the war as an excuse to get Bing Crosby to do things with him. It's really, really funny. So because of that, I gave it a 4.5 out of 5. Directing-wise, I absolutely loved. I gave it a 5 out of 5. The scenes, how they carried out the transitions between each one, even though the plot was kind of okay, kind of weird, I loved how it was all strung together. I really think that the director had a specific vision, which was of the sets and the music and the lush colors. He really knew what he was doing with that. It was really, really good, really, really beautiful. That's why I gave it a 5 out of 5. And then that ties in with cinematography and special effects. I also gave a 5 out of 5. Love the sets, lush coloring, the aspect ratio from the VistaVision. It really makes it into a really beautiful film. And it definitely makes sense why people love this movie and why it's still, to this day, a really popular movie, just because of how beautiful it is. Alright, and then music, I gave a 5 out of 5. This is definitely the highlight of the movie, and this is the reason why it's so popular too, is because really catchy. Love the rendition of White Christmas. You know, Bing Crosby sang it multiple times, not just in this movie, but it really fits in with this one. Not just because of the title, but really fits in the setting. So, tallying that all up, that gives it a 4.5 out of 5 on Letterboxd. Again, I highly recommend checking this out. This is a first time watch for me. I'm definitely going to add it as an annual Christmas tradition. It's a great movie. Kind of weird story, but the music and the set design, that all kind of makes up for it. Alright. Well, thank you all so much for listening to today's episode. Make sure to subscribe to our Instagram and our Facebook at Really Old Movies. New episodes of this podcast release Fridays at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Spotify and on Apple Podcast. This has been Really Old Movies. I'm your host, Harrison Scullin. Take care.